seize up or something. Alright, okay. Do that one there. Pop your arm in there. That's it, mate. Alright, so that goes that goes over like that. Goes over like that. Right. Right, sit down. Good boy. Right, here we go. I think he's put his leg through there like that. Then that went there like so. I think he went like that. And then this one, I think, went like that, if I'm right. Would you get out of the way, son? Good lad.
Is it cold wind or anything?
It's not warm out there. It's not warm out there. It's alright, I mean, it's okay, but you know, I want a coat on. Do you want to put pashmina on?
I'll put it over the top. I'll just wear it over the top.
Anything else I've forgotten? No, I think we're all good to go. We're all good to go. The camera as well, good. Right, okay, yes. Right, today is Tuesday. I think it's the 31st today. That's if there are 31 days in March. As the rhyme goes, I think there are 31 days in March. Anyway, we're just leaving our house now. We're going to go out for our little daily walk with the dog. You know, still morning. So we got got a notice board here telling us where we are. Stratton Wood. We're going to make our way. We're here at the car park. We're going to make our way over towards Stanton, which is over there. I reckon that's an old bit of railway track, you know. Yeah, I reckon that is. It's freaking heavy. Yeah, that's an old bit of railway track, mate. So that's the old sleeper down there.
Yeah.
Which it sat on. It's been riveted through. God, blimey. That is fucking heavy, that is, I'll tell you. Yeah, that's an old bit of railway track, that is. Yeah. Put my bag of poo down there. Bag of poo. Yeah, that's an old bit of railway track, that is, yeah. That's the old rollers used to roll on that. Probably made in South Wales, I think, that one. Yeah, probably made in Newport. That's where we used to make a lot of the railway track years ago. Morning. There's an old bit of railway track in there.
Is there?
Yeah. Never seen it before. So it used to be an old railway line this years ago.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, yeah. Interesting. Bit of history. Yeah, there we go. Probably thinking to themselves, that was a bit strange, that man.
Yeah, you talk to anybody, you do.
I'm not afraid. I'm not afraid to talk to anyone. I will talk literally to anyone. I like conversation. I've got a tongue in my mouth and a kind of like a partly functioning brain in my head.
Is that a bridge?
It used to be a bridge years ago, yeah, because you can see the brickwork here, look.
Yeah.
All right, the old brickwork, it's been gone for best part of 60 or 70 years, probably more than that. But I think what that was up there, let's just go and have a look, shall we? There's a pathway down there, but I think what they used to use this for was some kind of a rope slide or something. I think it's one of those rope slide things. Possibly. I don't know. Right, so we're in Stanton proper now. I'm gonna dispose of my doggy poo. Been with me for the best part of an hour, that has. I feel as if there ought to be some kind of a service. We're not so attached to it, you see. Right, we can either sit on that one over there, so I look across that nice little lakey thing. Yeah, we'll get the water out for the dog. We've got some crisps as well. It's Stanton Stagnant Lake. My cheesy puffs. Oh dear. Sorry about that. It kind of slipped out my hand. Oh dear. It slipped out again. There we go. That's all you're getting. Cheesy puffs. Very nice. Nope, that's it. That's my rations for today. Gone. There we go. Fancy a swim? Anyway, we're gonna...
Too stagnant.
Yeah, there's no water coming in, I don't think. Only what sort of seeps in from the land around and what falls on it. There's no oxygen in there, I don't think. Not an awful lot anyway, which could sustain fish. It's a chiff chaff, chiff chaff, chiff chaff. It's a chiff chaff, that is. He's up there somewhere. What I'm looking for is kind of like well, I suppose something similar to that up there. This kind of, I'm not going to break this off because obviously it's part of the tree, but something on the ground, something like that. Not as big, I don't think, not as big as that. That's perfect. Because I'm quite crafty, you know, I'm into art and craft and all this kind of, I like that sort of thing, natural stuff, you know. But what I want to try and make a little bit of a feature, perhaps in the man cave, only a small little thing, nothing, you know, not an elephant in the room kind of thing. They've got this area which is kind of dedicated to, let's just say, more traditional crafts, like this, for instance. You know, you've got some piles driven into the ground, and very, very simple. They've used the brambles and the branches and the twigs to go around and make something which is kind of pleasing to the eye, and it's the same as the coppice fence over there. Not sure that is coppice mine, but just using some of the natural materials in and around this area, they've made something which is really quite useful, and that's the way they used to make fences years ago, before they used to fire bricks. And you know, it's just another way of making a fence, in other words, just using the materials which are to hand. And it's like, it doesn't impact the environment when you make something like that, because all the stuff is there. You're using all your own energy to cut it down and to make it into something which is, as I say, very pleasing to the eye. I'm on the lookout for yeah, my little bit of wood twigs to take home to make my my little bit of bring the outside, you know, to the inside of my man cave. That's what I'm trying to do. Something like that might do, actually. Put the kettle on now. I think we deserve a nice cup of tea and a biscuit. Anyway, so there we go. Yeah, so saw about 30 people today. None of them wearing any protection. Just keeping our distance. you know, so kind of the chance of getting something is quite a lot higher doing what we did, walking to a destination rather than jumping in our car, because when you walk to a destination you see at least half a dozen people. When we drive there, which is about a mile, you don't see any, you don't get in contact with anyone because you're in your car. So yeah, I think it needs a rethink, but I think the whole situation, the way it is at the moment, if it carries on for any more than 2 or 3 months, a lot of people are going to be in some severe financial difficulties, and that creates poverty, and we know through experience that poverty kills. And fairly uninspiring. I haven't got a clue what that's supposed to be, to be honest, but I don't really want it in here. But it's better than seeing a blank wall. It's not nice. So this is my idea, okay, of being a bit arty. Right, gone out and got myself just an ordinary kind of like branch with a few twigs on it, one thing or another. I'm gonna cut them back a little bit, but I want to try and what I'm trying to do is put it up there kind of thing. I'm going to snip it off a little bit and make it a bit you know, a bit smaller. It's a bit straggly up here, you know, get rid of these and chop it back somewhat. Then what I want to do, I want to try and put some lacquer on it so it doesn't start flaking off over time. You know, the bark on it, there's a bit of bark on there which will come off over time when it dries out. And then I'm going to put little birds on it, so it would be a bit of a feature, so you kind of bring in a little bit of the outside indoors. That's what I'm trying to do here. So I think what I'll do, if I just cut them back, just kind of snip them off with just a, you know, heavy duty pair of scissors, really, like that. Some secateurs would be better doing for this, but I've got some down the shed. But they're just like a big industrial pair of secateurs. Right, okay, so it's had a bit of a haircut, hasn't it? Yeah, so I can do something with that. I think what I'm going to do now is take it out, give it a spray of some lacquer, as I say, like, you know, or even PVA. Some PVA wouldn't go amiss, just to kind of like stop everything from falling off of it, protects it somewhat. Right, I've just started to paint some outdoor varnish on it. I couldn't find any PVA. I thought I had some PVA and some spray varnish, some lacquer, but I can't. I must have used it up at some other project at some point. Not to worry, but I've got something better actually, and that's some of this clear varnish, which what I'm hoping to do is just to mainly on the actual trunk of it, because over time it's going to start flaking. You can see like bits of bark here which are just kind of going to be falling off at some point, so I'm hoping that this is going to kind of glue it together so it won't do that. Plus it'll give it a nice shimmer, a nice shine, so that'd be all good. So this will, you know, this will take me maybe 5-10 minutes still, and I'll let it rest dry for about half an hour, and then I need to do 1 or 2 other bits and pieces to it. So yeah, it's should be quite nice when it's all kind of complete and finished. Yeah, it should be right. Just brightens up the man cave somewhat. You know, I'm just adding bits and pieces to my little man cave to make it quite a nice place, a little space to be. You know, and because I spend a lot of time there editing videos and one thing or another, and I have got a bit of a love for nature as well, and the outdoors. One hole there, another hole I want to be putting somewhere, perhaps about, it bows out a little bit, up there somewhere. the drill holes. Gonna try and think. Yep. Yeah, I'm gonna say. I see nice and solid. Just thinking when I'm actually down here, that's not going to impact him in any way, is it? Good stuff. Right, okay. Little clips. That's what they are, little clips. So, just want to try and clip them on. Something like that.
You can't.
Say again?
Yeah, the long bit.
Alright,
Can you get it on one of those little twiggy
it
at the
might
tops
be
there?
a bit difficult. You've got to put them on the straight bits really. Kind of.
You need one at the end. So that little bit that's sticking up, could you pin it on there?
What, that there?
No, up there. No, that one.
What, that there?
That one.
Not really. I don't know. Oh. There we go. What does that look like? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Look alright, do you think? Different. Sort of brightens my little room up a little bit, doesn't it? Yeah. It's different, I suppose. Have a look on the package in a minute. Yeah. That's alright, isn't it? It's quite nice. Different. Yeah. I think it's alright.